The display on my GE profile oven will not light up, but the burners and oven light still work. I tried resetting circuit breaker and unplugging and replugging the machine, but to no avail. Any suggestions?
So the display is totally blacked out? Do the buttons respond with any noise or anything? I will require your model and serial number, by the way. During live chat, I noticed your status was listed as offline. When a customer is offline, I exit from live chat and change our conversation to Q&A mode. While the answers will not be instant, working with me is still simple. You merely need to check your email for a response from me. Please be descriptive as possible and please pay close attention to detail if I request model or serial numbers. Please be aware that 50% of the time, a multimeter will be required to diagnose your product. With my help, we'll get you fixed up in no time. Please reply here at your convenience. Be aware that I do have a day job and that I will not be online to answer questions until the evening Monday through Friday. Weekend times vary. Looking forward to helping you solve your problem. Well, you've requested live chat. You're offline, so this might be difficult. Just reply at your convenience. If you can't get me, try during the evenings. I'm not online through the day.
Where can I find the model and serial number?
If it's a range, pull out the drawer and it'll be behind there on the frame. If it's a wall oven, open the door, it should be on the frame there somewhere.
Model hash, JGBP79Bu1BB. Serial hash XXXXX. The screen is blank and the buttons do nothing, no noise or anything. But the stovetop works and the oven night light and oven light work as well.
Okay. I want to check something quick. Some of these ovens have a feature called Sabbath. I want to check if yours has one. If not, the board is bad. Give me a few.
All right, let me know what I need to do.
Press bake and broil at the same time for 5 seconds and tell me if anything happens.
Nothing happens.
Okay, was trying to see if it was in a special blackout mode. If your display is dead, you'll need a new control board.
About how much does that cost to get fixed?
The part is no longer available. Available?
So if the display is dead, I need to get a new oven?
GE shows it as NLA and none of the vendors I use carry it and also list it as NLA. You can take the part number and look around the web. It is WB12K19. The display is dead because the board is bad. The manufacturer no longer offers the board for replacement. Please don't be mad at me, I'm just the messenger.
Okay, I appreciate the help.
I'm sorry. Look around the internet. Someone may stock it, but your chances of finding that part are slim. It stinks and I truly feel bad for you. Let me check one more place. I have a solution.
Oh really?
Go to www.searspartsdirect.com and order WB12K19 or it is your board, reconditioned. I don't usually recommend a recon board, but since the manufacturer lists it NLA, you don't have another option really. So, that's good news, smile.
Okay, so it's this recon board or a whole new oven, right? I just want to make sure I know all of my options.
It lists for about $179. Yes, that's about it, my friend. Sears is the only place that carries old reconditioned boards. That's why I thought to go there last minute.
Cool, thanks again.
There is a disclaimer that if the part isn't available, you'll be notified within 6 days. I guess the only good news for now is that you have a working stove top. Since the clock/board doesn't control that portion, I guess every cloud does have a silver lining.
So I need to get that and have someone come install it? Yeah, and I have a toaster oven I can use.
You can install it. Just a few screws and there may be some instructions. If you don't feel comfortable doing it, a professional appliance repair shop can help you for sure. You will have to remove your old plastic overlay.
Cool, I can do that. Sounds like a simple replacement.
Just use a hair dryer to warm up the adhesive. Then it'll peel off and you can reapply it. Do this when the board is out. Good luck, partner. I hope that you can get the part, smile.
Will do. Any other tips?
That's about it. Unplug your stove. That's about all. I mean, when you're doing the repair.
Yup, well, have a great night.
Thanks for your question. Thanks and have a good night.
Justin, I got the board all ready, but it doesn't look like the right one. My oven has 4 buttons and a square on each side of the clock and the up/down temp buttons underneath the clock. The board I got in the mail has 8 buttons across the bottom below the clock and only 1 on each side of the clock. Also, do I go in through the front in order to change out the control board? Please let me know if I should proceed with the replacement or return the new control board.
Just because the buttons are there, they are hidden by the overlay. Relist your model number so I can double check the part is correct. The part that came in as a reconditioned part might be different. That's one issue with reconditioned parts. Sears Parts said that's a valid subpart, so if it isn't a good part, you'd need to take it up with Sears. Like I said, relist your model number, make sure the numbers and letters are all correct and I'll double check.
Model #XXXXX. I go in through the front, correct? Undo the screws and Allen wrench screws on the sides. Hi Justin, sorry for bugging you again, I'm sure you're plenty busy.
You ordered WB12K19R from Sears. That is the correct part, or should be. Go in from the back. Not from the front. If the part doesn't work, you'll have to let Sears know it doesn't match your application.
Okay, the back. I see 2 screws at the top, Is that my entrance point?
The rear panel will come off. It's usually more than 2 screws. I don't know how many on this. Every model is a little different. You'll have to be behind the range to do the repair.
Sorry, I'm a little confused. Everything on the back seems to be riveted on. Should I use a wrench or will there be screws?
The rear panel right behind the console. The screws are usually on the back panel. http://www.marconi.com/members/getpym.ashx. It equals 5296861 and W equals 700. Can you see this?
I see the diagram, yes.
The clock goes in from the rear. I hate to tell you I'm not sure, but I'm not. Unless I'm with that exact model, they all come apart a little differently. Try removing the light cover on top to see if that helps. 99% of the time, the screws run through the back panel cover. See part listed 204 on diagram. That's a screw. Going in from the rear.
About how much would it cost to have someone come do it now that I have the new board? Is it piece 106 I need to remove to get in there?
Every service company charges different rates. The company I belong to charges $60 to come to the home, $25 labor. Yes, 106 has to come off. Hang on quick. I need to address something.
Okay.
Okay, sorry about that.
No prob. The piece on my unit that looks like 106 is rivets or something, not screws. Should I remove it with a wrench?
I'm sorry, I cannot answer that. I've never used a wrench to get to a control board and I've never had to remove rivets. If it's helpful, get behind the appliance, take a digital picture of the rear of the appliance so I can see what you mean. Use the tree icon above this text box to post your picture. Every clock I've ever replaced, hundreds, has been done from the rear by removing a rear panel. Unless it's a wall oven. Are you standing behind the appliance? If so, look at the left and right side of the console. There should be 1/4 inch hex head screws there. You're saying wrench, so I assume you see a hex head. I call them screws though. If they're 1/4 inch. Yes, remove those.
Can I turn off and unhook the gas so I can pull it out further? Then we can talk while I do it instead of climbing in and out of the small space. Yes, they are Hue heads. Hex.
That's a personal call if you want to. I just say stick with it and I'll be around if you need help. Just reply back when and if you need help. The rear panel though, you might need to push up on the bottom while pulling out on it. You'll see.
I'm going to upload a pic in a second.
Okay.
Full-size image. Those 2 black hex heads on the left? Remove those, correct?
There are 2 screws right there, yes. Those on each side.
Okay, remove those, pull off the back and replace the control board.
Then put your fingers, palms up in the space between the 2 silver panels. Push up with your fingertips as you pull outward.
Okay, I'll let you know if I have more questions.
Right, as I said, if the overlay stays on the old board, you'll need to use a hair dryer to heat up the overlay to exchange it to the new board. Take your time with that. By the way, you're not bugging me. I'm here to help. That's why I do it. Smile.
Underneath the top silver plate are 2 more hex screws on the right.
Okay, you might need to remove the lower panel then. All these models are just a little different. Usually on your model, I take out the 4 end screws, push up and pull out on the panel and it comes off. All I can say is keep taking out screws and you'll get it. As dumb as this sounds, even with 15 years experience, I still have to do it sometimes. I know I'm not being really helpful. I can't do the repair for you online though, lol. I'm trying to help but it's tough since I'm not there. As long as the end result is good. That's what matters.
I understand. Any recourse on someone to call in Chicago to do it? My fiancé will kill me if I mess something up.
I know no one in Chicago. I live in PA. Look, if you remove those screws, if you push up really hard on the bottom of the top panel and pull out with your fingertips, it should come out. I've worked on 100 stoves like this, they all come apart that way. Unless it's one of the weird ones.
I took the other panel off, now I can get to the extra hex screws.
Yay, smile. Sorry, I had another question.
There are 2 Hue screws in the corners on the bottom of the silver plate. Real pain to get to.
LOL, welcome to my world.
And I all have is a big wrench.
Really? You don't own any multi-drivers? They have 1/4 of an inch bit ends.
What's that?
Screwdrivers that have multiple tips you can change out.
Ah, the angle wouldn't work. I got one off. The panel is on its way off.
So you need a small 1/4 of an inch wrench. Knock on a neighbor's door. Those small ratcheting wrenches are great. I use mine all the time. Just think, if you fix this, you'll be your wife's hero.
It's off.
All right. Take picture of the wires, so you remember. Pull the wires off. Unplugged, I hope? There should be a few screws holding the clock on.
Yup, about to post the pic.
You don't need to post it. Just for your reference. LOL. Compare the clocks. Sometimes GE will have you change wires on relays. But not always.
I don't really know what that means.
The black box looking things on the control board. Just tag or write down your wires so you remember where they go.
Do the wires toward the bottom of the panel just pull out?
Wires with the terminals on them pull off. Needle nose are helpful.
The old board is out. Is there anything else I should be doing while I have the back open? Cleaning or anything? I replaced it. I can plug it back in and check it, right?
Sorry, I dozed off. Yes, plug her in.
I plugged it in and it lights up.
Awesome smile. Good job, my friend.
Just put the panels back on, right? Oh, I'm so excited. I'm in culinary school, so I will need to know how to do this when I own a place.
Yeah, unplug it while you do that and test it out. Glad I was here to assist you a little.
I appreciated a whole bunch.
My pleasure. Glad you got it worked out. Anything else for you then? I'm glad that recon part was available. Now your wife will think you're a god.
If you have a home improvement or appliance question and want to chat with an expert, now visit justanswer.com/ythi.